What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, or if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Today's video, I actually just want to talk about something really quick because I've been self-taught in photography for the entire decade plus that I've been taking photos. It's been learning from mistakes and through YouTube videos. So today I wanted to give you a short list of things I wish I knew when I first picked up a camera. So item number one, take more photos than you think you need. We are shooting on a digital medium, so it's not like you're wasting film. If you are shooting on film, then obviously you want to be a little more conservative and not waste tons and tons of rolls of film. But if you're shooting digitally, you're shooting on your phone, you're shooting on like a DSLR, take more photos than you think you need. And I don't just mean like 2 or 3 more. I mean, if you're taking a specific photo of, say you're taking a picture of a lens, don't just take 2 or 3, take 15, take 20, because this is just going to mathematically increase your chances of taking a photo and finding one in that selection that you're a huge fan of. There are very few things worse than taking 4 or 5 pictures and then discovering that none of them are good enough. And the more photos you take, the higher your chances are of finding one that really grabs your attention and that you really enjoy. So take multiple photos. I'm talking 15, 20, 30. Don't just take 2 or 3. Item number 2 has to do with the photos you've already taken. Don't delete anything in camera. Now, if you're taking photos on your phone, then obviously, you know, the screen's gonna be good enough to see the quality of the image. But the little LCDs on these DSLRs and mirrorless cameras, they're not high enough quality, they're not bright enough, they're not large enough to actually see how the image truly looks. So make sure you get everything transferred before you delete it. Make sure you can see it in its full quality before deciding whether or not it's good enough. There's been multiple times where I take a photo on the camera, look at it, don't think it's good, I transfer everything over, and then actually there's a detail in the photo that I really enjoy, and that's the one I end up going with. So don't ever delete in camera. Tip number 3 is in a similar vein, and that is edit everything. If it even remotely looks good, import it, edit it. And this doesn't mean you have to go through every single photo and individually adjust every little thing. If you take 25, 30 shots of a lens or something, or any subject that you have, you can copy and paste the edits that you make. So make sure to copy, you know, go through edit 1, copy those edits, go to the next photo, paste those, because you can't really tell what an image is going to look like or the quality of the image without giving it the proper chance, and that's what editing the photo does. So you may have 15 photos of the lens and you find one that you think looks great, so you edit that one, but there could be another one in there that looks 10 times better. You just haven't given it the opportunity to really shine. So throw an edit, or at least a LUT, on everything that you take. If the photo is even remotely good, give it a fighting chance and edit. Next, and maybe most importantly, try multiple different kinds of photography. Photography is a blanket statement for dozens of different kinds of activities. There's portrait photography, landscape photography, product photography, lifestyle photography, macro photography. And you want to build skills in all of these areas. If all you ever take pictures of is products, then you're really doing yourself a disservice, because now you don't have any idea how to do portraits or landscape or what skills are required for each of those types of things. I feel it's really important to at least delve a little bit into each kind of photography. You'll find your niche by trying multiple different things. If you only ever take pictures of one thing, then you're really not giving yourself the full experience of being a photographer. Try multiple different kinds of photography and you'll land on something you really enjoy. And finally, we have practice shooting in manual mode. Now, the processors and the technology in these cameras, either, you know, DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, your cell phone, they do have really powerful processors and they can make pretty much anything look decent. But you're not going to get the most out of your camera. You're not going to have the most control and ability to capture exactly the image that you want if you're shooting in auto mode all the time. And I'm not saying stop shooting in auto mode completely right now, no more auto mode, go manual. But it is important to try and dial in your settings and get the exact image that you had in mind. Manual mode will raise your skill level as a photographer, and I think it's really, really important, not just for quality of the image, but for your vision. Your camera is not going to have the same vision as you. It's going to rely on predefined settings based on what it sees. So if you're, say, at a park and you're trying to take a picture of your friend, there are settings that will work better for a portrait, but perhaps your camera sees the landscape and thinks that you're trying to take a picture of the park itself. Or vice versa. You're trying to take a picture of the park and there's people walking by, and your camera thinks you want to do a portrait. So the auto modes on cameras, they're great for like capturing moments, but if you really want to be able to dial in and get the exact image that you have in mind when you take out your camera, practice shooting in manual mode. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go play some session skate simulator. Here's some cool coffee B-roll. I hope you're well. We'll see you in the next one.